Haïti, l'archipel des Antilles, mon pays. Ah, mi sonjo Haïti. Haïti, l'archipel des Antilles, femme ta qui te...
Welcome back to my channel. On today, guys, I want to show you how I will make a delicious bouillon using the head of this salmon. If you watched my last video, I did have a whole salmon. I did not throw it out. I froze it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is clean off my head. Then I'll come back and season it. Also, I have a few vegetables here. You can cater yours to your preference depending on the vegetables your family use. You can add potatoes. I don't have potatoes here. You can add yuca. I don't have yuca. Whatever your family like as far as vegetables, you can substitute it if I have something here that you don't like. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get this cleaned off, and I'll come back and show you how I get this thing put together nice. I went ahead and cleaned our salmon head. Now what I'm going to do is season it. Okay, I went ahead, I'm going to add some of my ipis on here. I'm going to put it all over. Let me go ahead, just blend some up. So I'm going to put the rest of it in here like that. Okay, my hands is clean. Now I have some fish seasoning. I'm going to put that on like that. And I'm using some powdered clove. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit on like that. I'm going to also add some onion powder. Some adobo, black pepper, you can season your fish or your head however you like, but I'm just using these few ingredients here. And just a little bit of paprika. All right, so now we're gonna squeeze a fresh lime. I'm gonna use all over this like this. Or you can pre-mix everything before you and then rub it on the fish, but I'm gonna just do it like this since I'm not making a whole bunch of fish. And also I want to add, I'm not adding anything else. Okay, so we're just going to rub all this seasoning all around the head of the fish, making sure it's inside of the fish. It smells good, y'all. The iffy smells amazing. Okay, so you get that all over your fish, inside and out. And then you allow this to marinate. You could overnight or for about 30 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna allow mine to marinate for about 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Using this nice deep pot, I'm gonna add some oil, a little bit more oil, okay? And to my oil, I'm gonna add some onions that I chopped. And then I'm going to allow them to saute a little bit, and then I'll come back. All right. Now to my pot, I'm going to add in my minced garlic. I'm going to allow that to go for a few seconds. We don't want to burn our garlic at all. Okay. Once you start smelling your garlic, then you're good to go. Okay, in my case, I'm smelling it now. I'm gonna add in my tomatoes. Okay. Because when I'm making the fish bouillon, I do not add tomato paste. This is why I'm making it this way, adding tomatoes, and I'm going to allow my tomatoes to cook for about a few minutes, and then I'll come back. All right. I'm going to turn my stove down. Now I'm going to turn it back up, and I allow this to saute for about 5 minutes, okay? Now I'm going to use some of my hot water. All right, my water came to a boil, and now I added all my vegetables in. I put in the vegetables that's gonna cook a little longer, so I add in my yellow yams, my purple malanga, my carrots, and my plantains. Okay, so we're gonna allow this to cook for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, after a few minutes of cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning. I'm gonna add in some of my chicken seasoning, and then I have some of my fish seasoning. I'm gonna also add in some adobo. I'm not measuring, guys, but you can add whatever flavor or seasoning you like. All right, I'm gonna add some black pepper. I'm gonna give it a stir and give it a taste. And I'm not adding much seasoning because remember, I've already seasoned my fish. And once I add that in, it's gonna add some more flavor to it. So I'm just lightly seasoning right now. Okay, I'm gonna give it a taste. Okay, it's lightly seasoned. We don't wanna overdo it. Okay, we're gonna allow it to continue to boil, and then I'll come back. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my dumplings. You can make them big or as small. This is cooked halfway already. In the last, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes of the cooking, then I'll add in my fish. I'm gonna also add in the rest of my vegetables. You could put in potatoes. Like I said, whatever vegetables you like, this is what you add in. I'm using these sweet potatoes. So now what I'm gonna do is just cut some in like this. Stem and all. Okay. After you add all your watercress in, I'm gonna add some fresh thyme and parsley. And give it a stir. It's looking lovely. Here's our fish. I'm gonna just add in the liquid that has our seasoning and our ippies. So we start to get the little fish flavor going on. Okay. Lastly, I'm gonna squeeze in some fresh lime. Okay, like that. I have my Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna add some butter. And we're gonna allow this to cook. And if you'd like, you can add spinach, but I'm not adding spinach. I'm gonna let this cook for, like I said, until they're almost cooked before I add in our fish, okay? It's looking nice. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna add in the head of our fish. And get all of this good flavoring out of here as well. Okay. Let it cook for a few minutes and then come back and give it a taste. And if you need to adjust the flavor, then you can go ahead and do it at that time. After a minute of our fish being in there, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste, and we're gonna adjust our flavor. It's good, but it's missing some flavor, so I'm gonna add in some clove, some onion powder. Don't have garlic powder. I ran all out. I'm gonna add in some more of my chicken flavor, okay? Starting to smell amazing. Ooh, looks amazing. You see that? All right. So we're gonna put the lid back on. Well, let me give it a taste again. Nice, 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 nice. So we're gonna allow it to do its thing, and then I'll come back and show you how I serve. After about 5 minutes, I just wanna show you. Here's our fish head. Okay, it's still intact, but it did split in two where this little body part that has the meat in it is right here, okay? So I'm gonna allow it to cook for maybe 5 more minutes. See how beautiful? See how beautiful? And I don't know if I mentioned, if you want, you can add spinach, but when I'm making my fish bouillon, I don't like spinach in it. I just put the watercress, and that's good for me. All right, so I'll come back and show you what it looks like once it's done. All right, guys, just wanted to show you our delicious salmon bouillon. It is absolutely delicious. It is tasty, 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 guys. Until next time, like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe. It's amazing, y'all.